Howdy folks, it is I, VannKraken. Welcome to a Wednesday night World of Warships Legends stream. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you had a good holiday, and maybe you're still on holiday. I'm half on holiday, working from home, getting some final stuff done before we head back into the office next week. But again, hope you guys all had a happy and safe one. Zai, great to see you. 5 a.m. for you. Hey, nothing else to do, I'll take it. I hope you've had a good one, and hope things have been going well for you. Haven't been streaming as much lately, obviously, especially Legends. Did one stream last week, and I'm going to try to do this when we're in the right mindset mood to do it. Probably not as frequently as I was doing before, 3 nights a week. I am still trying to do some YouTube content as well for New World on PC, which is one of the games that I played while I was taking a break from Legends. And been jumping back in and playing some things that I just have not had a chance to catch up on. Played FIFA for the last 3 days straight while I was on vacation, so that was fun. I actually appreciate with FIFA that you can earn a bunch of currency while you're actually just on your phone buying and selling players, which is one of the things that I enjoy in the game as much as probably playing the actual game itself. Playing against humans isn't as fun in FIFA as some other games. It gets pretty salty. But we try to keep this desalinated as much as possible, have a good time, pass on some tips and tricks. I like to kind of talk you through what I'm doing in-game. That's kind of my mode for World of Warships and World of Warships Legends. Occasionally we'll stream PC, but mostly on console. So, as I always say, I've got some new things going in the stream technology, rebuilt all my audio sources, so if anything sounds off, please let me know. And yeah, that's it. We're staring at the store. Let me know in the comments if you guys bought anything for this holiday period. Anything good on sale besides Santa crates. I think I bought one mega crate for 500 gold, the half price one, and got some junky commander items. So it's par for the course. You never buy crates expecting to get a ship, right? That's the big fallacy, is that people spend a bunch of money on crates, don't get any ships, then get really salty about it, and you have no guarantees. So if you want a great deal on a ship, don't buy crates. Jump over and buy, if it's still left, I think it's on sale here for another few days. Oh, Scharnhorst is off sale. That was the killer deal, was the Scharn for 3,750 doubloons. I was staring at the premium screen because I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to re-up my premium subscription for another year. So that's what I've been contemplating, and I probably will. I don't even remember how many real dollars 22,500 dubs is. So I will look that up and probably do it with some of the gift money that I got. As I've actually, in the break that I took, I did coach last year. I dropped down and coached 11-year-olds, which was really fun. I had been coaching 14-year-olds, same group for, 7 years, same group of girls, 6 or 7 years. So dropped down, coached youngers. It was fantastic, had a really good time. Got to coach the upper group of girls again. And not that they don't all have potential, but it was fun working with some of the kids that are kind of the stars of the group. And after that, I just decided to take a break. So June was my last kind of official coaching duties, at least for a while. So that was part of just clearing my headspace. I had too much stuff on my calendar. Just really decided to try to back off on the number of things I was trying to do, and content creation was one thing that just kind of pushed things over the top, because I don't do anything half-assed. That's just not me. So if I'm going to make a YouTube video, I'm going to edit it a lot. If I do a stream, I want to try to do a good job for you guys and make something enjoyable and look somewhat professional. So that was all part of the deal, is just kind of backing down, dialing back. So I've actually been able to watch my own girls play, which has been really fantastic because they tended to play at the exact same time that I was coaching. So it was nice to, for the last 4 or 5 months, just not have to make a decision. Do I go to my coaching game or try to find someone to cover, or do I get to see my kids play? So have multiple trips coming up. I get to go to Portland, get to go to Seattle, Get to go to Denver and to Houston all in the next 3 or 4 months to watch my younger daughter play, who's on her high-end team, competitive travel team, and it's been great actually watching her. Doing a lot better in attending games for both men's and women's football. Cool. What club are you going to? I can't remember who you're close to. We don't have a professional soccer team or a professional stadium for anything but lower end baseball in Boise, where I live, unfortunately. And then Boise State, the local college, has a big football following. But other than that, we don't get to watch soccer other than a couple times a year. Well, less than that. I'd say once every couple years, we get a professional team that will come visit. And they draw a big crowd, and people have tried to fundraise or just influence public policy to get a stadium built, and no one can seem to, convince the people who live near that venue to give the okay, even though the area is growing a lot. So kind of a bummer. So I'm hoping we're going to get a new stadium and the chance to get at least like a second tier men's and or women's team at some point in my lifetime if I live here in Idaho for a while, in Boise. So been watching a lot of Premier League games with my older daughter, who is a huge Chelsea fan. So we're watching a bunch of games this week. And I've been following not just Chelsea, but Leeds, because we've got some Americans on there, obviously. Oh, Celtic. Champions League is a failure, but the main league is going good. Yeah, hey, that they got to Champions League was awesome, I think. So you have to look at the bright side there, right? So it's progress. At least being able to play in that, I think, means something. At least it does to someone like me. So hopefully you see the bright side in that, and hopefully they can get back there again. Again, I don't follow one specific team so much. I have followed more players just because we don't live in an area with a presence. But did go see Chelsea in person this summer when they came on their U.S. tour. So that was cool to go to a Premier League game. It was Premier League versus the Mexican Liga MX team, Club America. It was cool though, man. There was a ton of, ton of Europeans in town, but a lot of U.S. Chelsea fans and tons of Mexican and American Club America fans. Super loud. It's at the Los Angeles, or was the Los Angeles and Oakland Raiders formerly, but the Las Vegas Raiders at their new stadium. It was insane to be at the new stadium. Got really good seats, and it was tons of fun. So, hey, we're going to start out Tier 4, work our way up through Tier 7. Just going tier by tier. We'll do cruisers and battleships mainly. May jump in a destroyer if I feel like I want to try to do that. This game is not going to be potato-free tonight. I have not played a lot of Warships. A little bit over the last couple weeks. Probably 4 or 5 quick sessions, not counting the stream we did of Legends. And a little bit of PC, actually. And then I actually was playing some World of Tanks on PC the last couple days of my vacation. That was interesting. I will say World of Tanks PC, you can tell it is the cash cow for wargaming. They've definitely put a lot more into World of Tanks of late than I have seen because I haven't been over there playing. But pretty impressed with some of the upgrades on the visuals, the music, some of the physics. Obviously added more vehicles. They have a huge holiday event going on. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Mila Jovovich or Jovovich. You've probably seen the ads for it on YouTube or something like that. So gotten some high-end names that I'm sure they had to pay some decent money to get them to be involved. And they have a cool holiday event. We can talk more about it later if we have time. But definitely blows doors on the holiday events that we get in ships, either on PC or on console. So, all right. Did play one quick warm-up game earlier today just to knock out our one win. I'm not going for the campaign project really right now. I'm way behind, so it is nice to knock out some renown and get some of the rewards on the non-paying track. I was someone who did every campaign for quite a while And then I just kind of burned out on that, honestly, when I stopped streaming. I took a break on the gold drain, wallet drain, and have taken a bit of a break. So I think the last campaign completed was a Piotr, and then bugged out in the middle of the German cruiser campaign after that. Alright, we're just going to kind of split to the left side. We're trying to split even numbers between A and C. Oh, the dreaded Emperor Nikolai. OP ship of all time on PC, tier for tier. Especially before aircraft carriers came. It is not a good ship with regard to AA, but other than that, its guns are just brutal against low tier ships. I have one on PC where it got taken out of circulation. I'm not sure, it probably shows up in Christmas crates. They want to lure people in to buy as many Santa crates as possible. So ships like Emperor Nikolai and others will wind up in those Christmas crates. Because they are sought after just because of limited availability. Hey, we lost a cruiser already. I've been super lucky, you guys, in the games that I have played, the quick sessions of win-loss ratio. So I am due to get pummeled, I'm sure. Oh my god, that Nikolai. So Nikolai has really trashy side armor. He just got worked. We're spotted. If I could set him on fire again, I could probably take care of him. I'm not sure he has the gun angles, the elevation to get over this terrain here to whap me. Now I'm no longer spotted, so let's throw the reverse. Off to our right that we really should be working on. We're being irresponsible. Let's do this. We have 6 kilometer torps in this boat, or actually maybe 4 or 5. Let's throw some torps out on the edge just in case the Nikolai decides to rush the corner, and we need to get our boat over here and try to work on this destroyer. You're progressing slowly towards Marco Polo's Eye. So are you going to be able to finish the campaign on time? Oh, both teams are suffering here. Oh, it's a freaking kamikaze. Gonna have to dip away. Fortunately, we can't close and go for the kill. We don't know what range these torps have. Where they were fired from exactly. How's he gonna keep showing us some broadside, maybe? We're gonna lose visual on him probably pretty soon. Get attacked by the carrier. We already used our torps on that side. Or maybe we didn't, but cruiser behind's giving us a little bit of grief from Montecuccoli. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to take care of the commie completely. Gonna have to back off. We would have gone in towards him, close that range down. He's going to spot us, keep spotting us, of course. Because that's what Japanese destroyers do, especially that little bastard, kamikaze. So maybe if we come back out here towards our CV, he'll give us a little bit of air support. And maybe this Montecuccoli is dumb enough to wander into our torp spread. So where I'd be pretty confident in this ship, 1v1ing either of these guys. There's the commie again. But 2v1 is tougher. We survived the Italian cruiser a little longer. We might be able to kill this DD. I don't know why he's running straight at us like that. That was a loss for his team. Net loss. We are way out just because we've had to run away. Hey, 5 Jumps, how are you? Spent a good chunk of money ordering PC parts. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Mind me. There's a good subreddit I follow. I think it's PC Build. I don't know if you do Reddit at all. I mean, there's some crazy subreddits, obviously. But the PC Build one that I follow is really, really great. There's tons of people on there who'll give you a lot of advice on builds. And you may have built before, but I mean, you can show a picture of any piece of a PC, any cable, any connection, any motherboard, and these people are fanatics. They will basically research it and help you out with any and all issues. It's fantastic. So I haven't built completely from scratch, but I've done a lot of modifying. Get yourself a bit excited. Hey, Moist too. Oh, you got Marco Polo last night. Sad it does not have SAP secondaries. Is it slated to have that? Farragut has too high a rate of fire for us to survive this encounter, unfortunately. I'm afraid. So might as well go at him. Not a lot to lose. I took out our torps right before we got him. And I don't have my sonar up yet. My hydroacoustic. Oh, he's torping the other DD. Kind of helps. I love nothing more than torp his butt. He's coming around to get torps out on us. Let's see. Let's go ahead and activate hydro just to be safe. Oh, the stupid Italian cruiser's probably there.
The ship is on fire.
Oh my god, it's another DD.
Problem solved, sir.
Embarrassing getting killed by the guns of a Japanese DD. Well, we got some pretty good damage on him. Hey, our team has a shot, but we don't have cap control, so we're probably not going to quite do it. So sorry, let me see. Chat, you dabble in there, but a lot of your build came from an online friend that's got a lot of expertise in that stuff. Asked for some general tips and brands, and you went full stop and curated the parts and kept it under 1,500. Awesome. Hey, from everything I've been following, I just follow a lot of YouTube channels on it because I'm interested in PC builds in general. And you know, the calendar of late was the release of the new AMD and NVIDIA parts and Intel parts, right? The processors and graphics cards. So I think it's a great time to get the parts for a PC. I mean, you can get a very good 1080p or quite a good 1440p setup right now for very good value. So it's a good time to do it, and hope it all comes together well. It's awesome you got someone to help you with that. Though, in dabbling with mine, I've basically changed out everything except the processor on my machine. It's easier than I thought it would be. So I think a lot of people are shy and just buy pre-builts, which I've always done, but with a little bit of research, you can save a ton of money, right? And I kind of rebuilt mine completely because I moved it from a case, exact same style case, to a new model that had a front cover that is perforated, so a lot better airflow. So that's one thing I noticed with my old build. It was getting a bit warm, and they got that Mutsuki. That's great. We have 5 minutes, guys. Come on, get in and get those caps. Ugh. Lost a ship, so it's going to be difficult. So we do have a DD versus a battleship. We can take out their battleship, so I think we'll hang. That battleship is low health. Maybe the CV can take it out. What is it? It's a Texas, though. It's going to be tough. Why is our DD all the way over by A? Maybe he was helping us out. Moist, I know you just have your PC, or no PC, just a PS5. It's awesome. 5 Jumps putting his PC setup together. And that's okay. I've always had a PC more for work. less for gaming, but I used to have Macs back in the old days. Power PCs, actually, prior to the current era of Macs. But it's just been fun. I mean, since I've had to move to PC away from Mac just for work applications, it's been fun doing more PC gaming. So that's kind of when I got into doing the PC side of wargaming in general. Hey Ninja Turtles, thank you for the follow. I think I saw that. I don't know why that stream notification's not showing up where I can hear it, and why I'm not getting notification in my event log. Maybe there's a delay on that. There you are, Ninja Turtle God. Hey, thanks for the chat and for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. We are a World of Warships Legends stream tonight, and I also stream some PC games that I'm getting more into while I took a break from Legends, and kicking around doing more World of Warships PC streaming in the future, and even some World of Tanks. I've had more fun in World of Tanks in a couple sessions than I thought I would have. It's really, really sad being a potato when I used to be really good at that game before I started playing ships full time. So kind of painful, man. World of Tanks is like so punishing if you don't remember the details of the maps. So that's the really hard part. Moist, I don't think they... I don't know, don't quote me, but I don't think they have Cold War on the PC side. I think it's just console. Hey, another follow coming in. There'll be a little delay before I can see your name. Maybe it's Texas Dude. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But I don't believe PC has Cold War yet. I think that is something that's unique to console. But again, so PC Tanks has this crazy elaborate Christmas event, holiday event that they've had the last 2 or 3 years, as I recall. So I generally dip in over the holidays and check it out. And it's basically, you have this whole Christmas carnival, and as you win battles and accomplish missions, you get credit to build up all of the elements of your Christmas carnival, and your Christmas carnival kind of kicks back to you different bonuses on your tanks by nation and by type. So it's kind of a loop. You win battles, complete objectives, and the decorations in this little Christmas town carnival are super elaborate. You have tons of choices. Again, if you're not into the holidays, it may not be completely your thing, but it is very extensive, whereas we get a mission chain, maybe, or the little Santa mission chain, where I wasn't super impressed with it this year in Legends, to be honest, versus the Advent calendar we've had in the past. Kind of a bummer to me. Hey, Sergeant, welcome in. How are you? Ninja Turtle, I have probably seen you in other circles of Legends before, I would imagine. It's just been a while since I've been streaming with regularity. I used to hop into other people's streams quite often. Haven't been doing that as much in Twitch in general while I took a break, so... Well, we wound up top of the table, mainly because we really worked over some destroyers. That Kamikaze pushed into us twice. That was helpful. So the Farragut, and once the Farragut got distracted by RDD, we were able to take him down. But that was where it ended. We couldn't quite kill the Mutsuki on time, and they had the cap advantage, so we lost a couple ships early. So cruiser main is kind of what I am. I play quite a bit of battleships. That's what I cut my teeth on the PC side, and then I'm a much more of a newbie in destroyers. I know what destroyers should be doing, so that helps me with playing them, but I need work. I need to continue my work on destroyer play. It's definitely harder to stream playing destroyers than anything else because it takes a lot more of my mental space with regard to detection distances versus torpedo distances. So we may get a adventurous, or we may not, with regard to playing any destroyers. Moist was getting into some of the games last time. Well, we can kind of do very mellow count-ins. I haven't got set up to do divisions or anything using the streaming software that I'm using, because I'm streaming from my Xbox, which is another room, to my PC. So it gives you more options to stream out if you can get your Xbox feed to your computer. Ninja Turtle says, struggling with the PC side, more or less learning mouse and keyboard. It's a challenge, dude. It's what I would encourage you to do. I don't know if you can see it. I have the G Hero G502, kind of the very popular Logitech mouse, which isn't an insane number of buttons, but you have 5 on the left side, and then obviously your classic top-mounted buttons. I just have my basic ammo types. So I have my 3 buttons on PC are for HE, AP, and torpedoes. And I can switch between those on my thumb. And then I can obviously fire and do some of my other functions with the right mouse button, holding down and gun locking. So, but it's different. I mean, it's definitely more precise once you get mouse track down than the thumbstick on a controller, in my opinion. But it does take some getting used to. And the other big thing, this mouse too, you can usually get on sale for like $40. So it's not expensive, and it's a great mouse. It's like my 3rd one, I think. But the big thing is the games move at a different speed. So the first day I played on PC, I had 2 decent cruiser games, actually way better than I expected. Then I took out my Scharnhorst, and I'm like, Scharnhorst was in my original ships on PC as my first premium. And I tried to close down this DD, play off the edge of an island, and torp him, and then make my turn and kite him. And I cut too close to the island, didn't turn out fast enough, and died, and then got flamed in chat. And the reason why is the game moves at a slower pace. Your ships do not move as fast as they do on console. So you'll find that it's a slower moving game. So you have to be cognizant of really planning out your movements, ahead of time, like you do on console, but it's even more so. If you get into trouble, it's harder to get out of trouble. Which is the thing I've always appreciated about ships. Once you get it down and you've learned a little bit, you can obviously not die with one bad move. Tanks, you get out in the open, you get tracked, and you get ding, ding, ding. Someone with an auto loader kills you in, less than 30 seconds, and that sucks. So when I started playing ships, that's one reason I was like, wait, I thought tanks was strategic as well as a first-person shooter element to it, and then ships takes it a whole nother level, right? Because you're really playing, 2 to 3 moves ahead, especially when you're playing in a battleship. So let's do a battleship. Let's do tier 5. Let's do one of our premiums for fun, just to earn a little bit of currency. I don't know what. Let's see what missions we're working on too. Guys, I'm potatoing through all of my screens and everything too, so sorry about that. Just remembering all my muscle memory on my buttons to get to missions and everything. So I'm only on step 22. I'm on Weekly Havoc too, sadly. At least they are allowing you to catch up, so I'm getting some of the freebies. So we are now 1,000 global XP, so obviously playing a premium is going to help out. It's going to accelerate our progress there, and we're going to want to use a booster, which we typically do for global XP anyway. And right now we have a triple global XP booster, double currency booster. So that will work just great. Let's play California in honor of Mr. Hitman, who's probably not streaming. I think he said he uninstalled Legends, which makes me sad, but I know a bunch of people have moved on to some other stuff. It's just hard playing one game all the time, you guys. Really hard. It gets mentally challenging. I mind whispering a link later when you're not too busy. Are you talking to me or to Moist, Ninja? Do you mean a link to that mouse? I'll at least type the name here in the chat. If that's what you're asking about. It's the model I have, but it's just the G502 works as well. The Hero has the ability to open up the bottom and add or subtract the amount of weights in the mouse.
Action stations.
Moisture on the enemy team. I don't want to have to. You're good at getting into the count-ins without me actually even counting in. Very proficient. All right, you guys, we're in the middle, so this is where we make the decision to balance out the team. So we have 2 battleships left. And this cruiser in front of us, this Miyoko, is going to go right. So we're going to have to go left just to balance this out. We want 50% on A, 50% on C in a perfect world, just to prevent from getting bum rushed and crossfired. So I'm going to go with my slow-ass self over towards C. I'll get there eventually. Maybe our DD will join us, or maybe he'll go B. He's headed towards A. We don't need 2 DDs at A. I don't know if they're divisioned. They're not divisioned, so that makes even less sense. Telling you, dude, this is why the game I've been playing on PC, New World, which I'm also doing some YouTube content for. The beauty of it is there are some dungeons/expeditions where you're reliant on teammates. But the way I play the game, a lot of the content is just me doing my thing and not relying on people making smart decisions. So I'm not as proficient at MMOs as people have been playing those for a long time, because that was new for me when I took a break last year. And I had been playing that game since pretty much straight since last December. So I'm learning. I'm not the best MMO player, but I work and continue to try to get better all the time in whatever my role is. But in this game, I mean, I came back a couple times and tried to play a few sessions, and like 3 games in a row of dumb teammate behavior. And I don't mean to be critical, but maybe new player behavior, and I was like, okay, I'm not ready to come back yet. Moist, it is like Skyrim. I played quite a bit of Skyrim. It may come to console at some point. They've talked about it. Amazon is the company behind the game. It has pretty good resources behind it. It's had some ups and downs. It's called New World. But I played a lot of Skyrim on console, on Xbox, and that's why for me it was like, oh, this is familiar. But I'd never played mouse and keyboard MMO, so that has changed. The combat system is pretty simple to learn. It's 3 main abilities plus like 1 extra kind of super ability they've added in. Special ability, so it's not super complex to learn the combat mechanics, which has made it fun. Okay, this Pensacola, we might get a cheeky shot behind the island, but Five Gem says, you moved to more of a single preference over the months. Probably going to get Fallout 4. Oh my god, dude. We killed that Pensacola completely blind with 1 turret. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So there's probably a destroyer headed my way. Got smoke back there. I can't close in because I don't have any close support. We have no spotting because we have 2 DDs a day. But yeah, it's not that game has like a very active global chat, you know, crazy kooky conversations in it a lot of the time. Text chat, though there is local voice chat you can turn on or off that you only hear people when they're near you. And man, there's some wackadoodle stuff that goes on in global chat. So I keep it turned off a decent amount of time, but have been a couple companies where I've run with a group of people that I've come to meet. That's been really fun. It's just been a different and refreshing experience, honestly. We have 2 battleships that are definitely not going to push. I'm going to put up a plane, just see if I can spot that Helena, who's going to start torching me. I've got to get a turn here. I'm just going to get HE'd to death. 1 shell hits me and I get a fire. Awesome.
The ship is on fire.
So we basically have to abandon C because we have no spotting. California, man. I watch Hitman play this ship so much. He was obviously master at this boat. His was plaid, if I remember correctly. I love Helena, and I know how much HE fire Helena can put out, so that's why we're just conceding C. If our team can push and win A with, we lost one DD there already. So this game is looking like it's probably going to be a loss based on cap control. I don't think the Helena is expecting me. Sorry guys, I'm going to try to pay attention here for a second. Just trying to get a visual on the Helena. 9 kilometers out. My gunnery skills are not good right now. I've got 4 overpens. Gonna dip out and then try to come back in and deal with his Algeria at B after the Helena's hopefully dead. Hey Sergeant, thanks for the raid, man. And we knew there was a DD here. We called that. We're gonna take 1 torp. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Oh, did those torps died! We turned at the right time. And overpens. Come on, baby. I just need 1 shell to get a full pen. Straddle him. He's gonna live after all that. Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, we have visual on the Helena again. Assuming a left-hand turn. We're kind of watching. He's gonna turn back to the right and try to kite. Gonna blind fire, though our accuracy is gonna drop a lot once we lose visual. Trying to just get 1 shot on each side of his potential turning radius there. Second shot lost a ton of accuracy. He doesn't deserve to be alive right now. So now we're gonna have to lead out significantly. He really deserves to die showing me full broadside right now. Let's hope. Gunnery, man. It's first thing to go, you guys. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the aiming videos I made a year and a half ago. Is a science to timing based on the number of tick marks and the speed of the enemy ship, where your aim should fall. Like the Algeria, a little bit too much. It's moist in the back there in the Cali. We're gonna push towards him. But I've got this destroyer somewhere that I'm gonna have to be aware of. Sorry guys, I'll catch up on chat after we're done multitasking so much here. Gonna have to turn out. We're showing full broadside to this Mackinson, which I don't know a lot about. I know it's a German battle cruiser-ish. He's giving us tasty broadside. I really want to kill the Helena, but we're going to not have a shot. He's going to slip behind the island on us. This guy has been giving so much broadside. Does he have a turtleback, you guys? Mackinsons have turtleback armor. Oh my gosh. We overpenned him multiple times. Kind of wasn't expecting that. He said Moist was in his stream, told me about you, so I always help the Warships community. Thank you, sir. I'm at my, I want to say, 6-year anniversary in World of Warships PC. When I hop back in there, that's what the service awards I got was 6 year. And I got the opportunity to alpha test on Legends, and that was really fun. So I had a World of Tanks clan that I ran with from World of Tanks console, and some of those guys got in touch with somehow with probably through the forums, the release of Legends. And it was Feligula, I think he was the game design lead, and I got an invite through my friends and Old Farts and Fogies, my old Tanks clan and was able to join in the World of Warships Legends Alpha activity. Algerie not paying attention to me. Not sure why. He gave us a lot of broadside, and French cruisers will give up citadels quite easily. Probably gonna take one for the team here, unless we can swing her a fat butt. No, not quite. We are going to use repair party. Sorry, damage control party. We're going to hold repair party in case we get hit again. I'm not sure if that's a DD behind us. Yeah, it seems like it. This direction. Not sure why he took the time to go so far behind. He probably could have cross-torped me while I was going on angle for that Algerie and completely worked me. And I'm remiss. I haven't checked what DDs they have, so Gepard and a Benson. At least it's not Japanese. Yeah, we're not doing good on cap control other than B. We are taking A, but we are down multiple ships. Losing that DD early really hurt. Head out, got tab up on my laptop. Hey, thanks, Sergeant. Really appreciate you coming by. Hope to see you in the future, and we'll check out when you're streaming as well. If I see you out there. Thanks again. Thanks for the follow or the just coming by for the raid. Very much appreciated. I know who this sexy fat California is. Moist dumplings, shooting colored tracers. I'm not gonna be able to swing full broadside again. So let's start getting our guns turned. Maybe we can overturn. Let's turn through broadside. Helena does not have torps, so that's one advantage here. Hey Hitman, I'm playing your ship, dude. I was just talking about you. Trying to do California proud, but our team is not cooperating all so much. Turned off because I knew I was pretty much going to have that shot. Save a couple shells for our fellow California here. For Mr. Moist Dumplings. Hope you're doing well, Hitman. Thanks for coming by. Having your morning tea or coffee, probably. Okay. We're going to... We're gonna dump a shot. Let's go ahead and use a repair. So one thing I don't want to do is go full broadside to the other California. Could be a little tragic. All good, awesome. So you told me you want to install this game, is that true? Oh, Dark Architect, hello. Got the Murder's Row of legendary Legends players joining us for a few minutes here. Okay, I have to watch my broadside now for the Colorado and for the other Cali, so this is a tricky situation. Colorado's up tiered on us, so when we're showing our butt to the Colorado, they're going to definitely have an advantage. Now we got the DD. Benson's gonna be torping us, so let's take some evasive maneuvers here.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah. Tried to slow down and basically turn in on Moist's position, but he did a good job adjusting his fire, and it's hard to slow down super quickly in Cali. So what I want to do is go nose into Moist and get a good full broadside on him, but in the process I was going to open myself up to getting set on fire by the Benson. I had to use repair party, and then behind me was the Colorado, so I was pretty much hosed either way. It was just a good shot by Moist. Will say he wasn't stream sniping, right? I'm sure you turn the stream off when you get it on the enemy team. Good shot. got stale and needed a change and you needed some room on your hard drive. My Xbox does not hold that many games anymore. They're getting so damn big. Sure, sure. I'm doing well, Dark. I hope you are doing well. You're at like marathon streams lately. I just see like you do like 7-hour streams. I admire you. I don't know how you can do that. You're too damn old, too slow. You line up in third. This really hurt that the Gade and the Skane went to the same cap early and then one died that early. That was pretty much game. We had no spotting at sea at all. So good game, Moistic. The Californias are 3-3 in the table. Did a 7-hour stream night before last. Finally got off at 6 a.m. So you've been streaming too? I'll have to check it out, Moist. Tell or drop in what name you're streaming under. And I think I did accept a cross-platform invite for you in Legends. So we'll have to set up just off-stream doing a play session so I can kind of play test my software doing a division. You're on Twitch? Is that your name's on Twitch is the same? Okay. All right, let's bump up to tier 6, guys. Let's do a cruiser again. We'll alternate. When we get to tier 7, we have a couple ships that we're gonna run. We own no tier 8s. Tier 8 was an introduction while we were gone. Stream very often, try to do it every few weeks. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, the game is pretty much the same, Hitman. I mean, only changes, right, is adding tier 8 has shifted the pain to tier 8 facing legendaries, in my opinion. And they've gone wonky on adjusting so many tier 9s down tier 8s into shoehorning them into tier 7. And then shoehorning so many tier 9s into legendary tier that have basically, I think, been altered in a way that, to me, doesn't make complete logical sense all the time. So that's why I've not been a big fan of the 7 tiers plus legendary, and now the 8 tiers plus legendary. I'll back out, Moist. I'll do 3, 2, 1 to start here in tier 6. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, PC has basically like the super battleship tier. So it is tier 11. They're marked with like a star, I think. I played against a few of them. I think there's Satsuma, which is like the super Yamato. Hanover, I think, is the German one. Yeah, I told you, Ninja Turtle. I told you Mr. Hitman comes by occasionally, as does Dark Architect. Well, they both drop in regularly. I appreciate that. But occasionally, because I haven't been regular, I've been very occasional. So yeah, I don't play a ton of tier 10 on PC. I really like tiers 6 through 9, kind of my sweet spot. And I've always really liked tier 6 the best on Legends. Now probably I'll like I enjoy some tier 4 ships that are tier 5s on PC and Legends. I like tier probably 4 through 7 the best now. I will find the experience of playing tier 8 probably like tier 7 has been not my favorite. Hitman has the cool emotes going. Dark, you've been a force of consistency and volume on Legends, so you've been a good contributor for the community. I know you super test still, right? As well. And I can tell you, after playing this game for 5 straight years, I mean, I put a lot of time and energy into Legends and into PC, playing it and then doing streams and content for Legends, and I still like the game, and I'm actually having some fun now, having taken a good long break. So hopefully Hitman has the same experience, take a good clean break and then come back. Again, I dipped my toe in twice or 3 times, and it was just not time. Like, nope. Nope, I am not ready. These teams are ruining my day. I'm not ready for this. So I just found a good break was really what I needed. But as I've said, like, the first thing to go is your situational awareness and your gunnery skills. Dude, that's not cool.
The ship is on fire.
Okay, I'm just gonna use repair party, not damage control. Boise has a really good damage repair party. It's not quite as good as British cruisers, but it's pretty prolific. Who we gotta sit here? Ayoba? Watching his smoke. His smoke's going in reverse, so he's backing up. Get a sneaky fire on the York. Okay. Slow down, turn in. I watched Dark Architect have a great game. It was Boise, right, Dark? I think you set 24 fires. I think that's pretty close, or a bit more than what I've set. I've set over 20 in this ship. Whenever there's a fire challenge, I run Helena and I run Boise. Helena is pretty close to this ship in makeup. If you don't want to pay for a premium, you want to run a tech tree version, but the repair party is better on this boat. Yoba, don't move. All right, teammate got him.
Nice work.
We'll hazard the well played while we get gunned down by this hood. You're sitting very still. Watching his smoke, he is going to try to start going forward. Oh, he is able to put the fires out. This might get him, though. Oh, I'm going to get worked. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to turn away. Now you're going to see the power of our repair party, though. Pretty boss. Definitely paying for this aggressiveness here. And I don't get the kill either. Damn. That was a little painful. Just keep in mind you cannot replace near as many hit points from armor piercing damage as you can from fire, so... That's moist again. Yeah, I see you now. I see you now. Last time I was on, you were on my team. I like that better. I like us teaming up. Still early for Hitman, late for Ninja. Okay, we're just missing the island. We're gonna try not to run into any islands tonight. There's multiple islands on the last stream. Hey, have a great one. Thank you again for coming by. Really appreciate it, and hope you have a good night. Okay, let's push back in closer. We have 2 caps to 1, 3 ships versus 3. Oh my gosh. We've lost 2 DDs though, so this is gonna be tough sledding. Dark catching up says 24 fires, 160k damage. Yeah, that's a great game. Finally broke down and bought Boise because it's a place I've lived for the last 18 years. And I'm a cruiser player and I like US cruisers. It's a fun boat, I gotta say. We will try to pause here because we're not spotted. We're always going to kind of test when we fire. If we get spotted, we're going to get on the move. Hood is quicker. Got to remember, Hood has British quickness. And we're getting spotted by the Indianapolis. So we could have stayed where we were, but the Indy ruined it for us. Thank you, sir, for ruining our nice little hidey spot. There's some U.S. cruisers I play quite static. I can play this boat in a static island position because it has high lofted shells like Helena or like Atlanta. But it's also a pretty good boat on the move. It's sluggish. It's not going to turn on a dime. It's not basically a big fat destroyer like Atlanta is. But you can use this ship for what battleship players hate, which is cheeky HE play, which we're going to do right here. We're just going to settle. No reason to expose ourselves. Don't get any ideas. Work on this hood. Help our teammates work the hood down, and then we'll get back on the move as soon as he's taken out. Okay, he's done. Dark finished up grad school in June. You're now working full time. So did you go back to the same company you interned with? If so, like we talked about a lot of times, that's great. That's exactly what I did. Though I went straight from undergrad to the place I interned at. Internships are awesome. Best way to kind of figure out if you want a career at that place, right? Without having to commit full time. And if you get a paid internship, even better. This is like really speculative. We're getting probably spotted by the cruiser nearby. Trying to hit Akatsuki from this range is definitely difficult with these high lofted shells. This guy's just hiding out. So now I've got to worry about the DD because he's got long range torpedoes. Not in an advantageous position because I can go work on this DD, but I also have two cruisers that I have to worry about overrunning my cover. Good grief. That's the second destroyer. So we got two DDs here, most likely.
Problem solved, sir.
Kind of a lost cause, guys. We have no torpedoes to counter the destroyers with. Boss, an old professor for 5 classes. Okay, so not the same place you interned at, but a good connection, maybe? Now, if we hadn't had to make the turn because of the destroyers, we could work over this Indianapolis showing broadside with AP. Which is not a big deal for him to take that risk.
Torpedoes astern. The ship is on fire.
It's a good calculated gamble or trade for moist. This Exeter has been doing other than kind of hiding out. Hopefully we can work him over with the AP salvo. One Citadel. Good God, unlucky. We have to go back towards the destroyer. And we're spotted, so the Exeter can keep firing at us while we can't see him because we have no spotting because our DDs are dead. Yeah, well, I did have a shot on you right before you got hit, and I might have been able to get you with AP. I did load AP, but yeah, Ismail, tough on U.S. cruisers, eh? Really tough. We're out of repairs. I don't know why the Exeter's not firing at us. He's kind of afraid because we got a Citadel hit on him, I guess. Oh, now he's firing. We're probably dead. Wow, 2 tough games to start out with. DDs that are not playing smart. Ismail does have terrible side armor. You can pen an Ismail with your U.S. cruiser if you're close enough. Indianapolis has heavier shells than Helena does, so you could have gotten some good damage on him for sure. I'd be able to pin his belt, but if not, you just kind of go up above the armor belt and hit the superstructure. Got too greedy for cash, didn't like the way it was going, enjoying building a new insurgency community and meeting new people. And Hitman, that's kind of what I've been doing with my New World game on PC. I've been doing YouTube content on there, not so much streaming, a few streams, but just so it's awesome, and you probably feel the same thing when you meet new people and people say, oh, the guide that you built really helped me out, thank you for doing that. That makes this whole content contributor thing, content creator thing worthwhile. I know Dark has had the same experience. It's just really rewarding when people give you, you know, the good word that what you've done has helped them out. And I've still got Legends videos on YouTube that are helping people with aiming and some strategy and tips, and those still get views, so I feel like it's been a worthwhile endeavor, even though it's a lot of work. Yeah, mixing content is nice, and it's just refreshing, right? Ugh. So what's that? 3 tough games? I told you we were gonna, let's see, let's jump back. I told you we were gonna have things even out, because the few sessions that we've had have been so damn good. We were top position, top 3, and then here we're probably not as good because we were trying to get into the game. Well, we're top 3, but trying to get into the game when our DDs started dying. So you just can't push immediately in a cruiser. You need your team to have a little bit of patience, to give you some spotting, to set up the opportunity to contribute damage with your smaller caliber guns, help out your battleships. When your destroyers die and you lose spotting and you lose cap pressure, the enemy team can start pushing into your side, and that's when you get crossfired in a cruiser, and it's no bueno. Moist, remember when it slapped me when it was in your Nelson? I think I remember that game. What ship was I playing? I think you gave me the cheek shot, right? Cheek of the Nelson is not a forgiving part of that boat. Hitman is a UK vet. Met a lot of US and UK vets playing Insurgency, and it's helped out with your charity work for all vets. That's fantastic. Oh, let's see. I can do my shout out command. Duh! I don't know why this won't work. My software may have broken where I had my commands set up to do shout outs, but Hitman still has his channel on Twitch mainly for Insurgency. So give him a follow. Moist is streaming on Twitch, and then Dark Architect does a split. I think you multi-stream like I usually do, Dark, right? Twitch and YouTube. I'll test my commands on my static Twitch page next time I'm just on Twitch viewing, which I don't do so much. My command doesn't seem to be working for some damn reason. The Hitman does a lot of awesome work supporting veterans charities, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm doing it correctly, but it may have broken on the back end for me. I may have my commands disabled or something in Streamlabs without realizing it. All right, we have arrived at tier 7 for a game. So 2 boats we're working on. I'm not all that stoked. I kind of detailed on the last stream. As far as tier 8s, I mean, we could briefly look at the tech tree and just lament the ships they've chosen. And again, this is partly due to the funkiness of the 7, now 8 tier structure. Not a big DD player, so I don't know Sumner. We'll do this rundown really quick, very well at all. It wasn't a PC ship when I was playing there. Buffalo, I've played quite a few games on PC, and that's a decent boat that I will probably go for at some point. Maine, I have to get through Iowa, and I just haven't played higher than Colorado. U.S. battleship line, I didn't progress past tier 6, as you can see. But Maine, I think, has good main battery guns and is a pretty decent ship. It follows Kansas on PC, not Iowa. It's a very different playstyle from Iowa. Montana, the legendary ship here, follows Iowa on PC. They have a more similar playstyle. Japan has the 2 crappiest tier 9 boats, Ibuki and Izumo, as the cruisers and battleship choices. Ibuki has given me stress disorder. I can't make light of that because I'm not a vet and I shouldn't. But as far as in-game stress on World of Warships PC, Ibuki definitely gave me a ton of that. Not my favorite cruiser, and I'm a cruiser guy. Izumo is a decent battleship, but can be problematic to play. Put it that way. UK ships, Neptune. I'm going to work through Edinburgh. I just bought Edinburgh. Neptune is a high-firing, high rate of fire British cruiser with no HE. Jutland or Jutland, I think, is a decent destroyer. And I'm not familiar with this battleship. I don't know where it came from. It wasn't on the PC side. I don't know if it's a new ship entirely to World of Warships. Germany, I'm going to actually try to grind one of these boats out, the Rune. I think the Z line of destroyers is pretty good. FDG, not my favorite boat, and I don't know anything about the battle cruiser line on Germany. France, I like the Charles Martel a lot. Not as big a fan as the St. Louis. It's kind of like an over-tiered Charles Martel on PC. Alsace is a battleship that I enjoy and will play for. Soyuz is basically an up-tiered, I think, Vlad, and a pretty strong battleship. Donskoy is like Chapayev on steroids. Decent cruiser. Delny, I don't remember from PC. I think that's new. Italy's going to have SAP soon. Amalfi is a good boat on PC. Veneto, the battleship line, did not play. And then Pan-Europe is just DDs, and I'm not as big of a DD guy. So Ostergotland, I know, is a decent ship on PC. But I'm just not super stoked about the tier 8 boats. I mean, 50-50. Like, half of them I'd want to play, half off the top I wouldn't just even want to touch. Hey, Hitman, have a great night. Thank you, or great day. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Take care. Temeraire is a Lion class for the tier 8 British battleship. So Lion is the tier 9 on PC. So, okay, so it's probably a lower end Lion, maybe one less turret. Is it like 9 guns instead of 12, something like that? Lion's a pretty good boat on PC. Not great side armor, but some really stellar guns. And the whole British battleship line on PC, you can be very trolly with the HE if you want to, though sneaky good AP as well just doesn't get utilized as much. But sorry not to go off the beaten track again on the tech tree, but Dark has probably tested all these ships. I'm just not as excited about the tier 8s. And then knowing that those ships have to basically go up against legendary tier makes it less inviting. Though now those tier 8s playing against tier legendary is similar to 8 versus 10 on PC. PC is +2, -2. So you are low tier at a big disadvantage on PC. So it's not going to feel as wonky as tier 7 was against legendary in my mind, but it's still not going to be probably a ton of fun based on my opinion. And that's just my opinion. You don't have to take it. All right. So we just recently bought Edinburgh. We'll start grinding that at some point. We're going to work on Hipper, play a Hipper and a Richelieu game on tier 7. So, all right, Moise, we'll do 3, 2, 1. Only count in if you're going to be on my team. Standard battle here. 3, 2, 1. Go for Hipper. We have a double ship experience booster in place to try to get our modules unlocked. I'm not even sure we have modules unlocked on this boat yet. I believe it is a 9 16-inch guns. It's tier 8s I'm interested in, but the cost and interest can vary. Correct. Yeah, the cost it escalates, right? when I've been following social media on like Reddit on the World of Warships Legends page, people have been just going, oh my gosh, especially as a free-to-play player, it's so expensive to run tier 8. And that's basically how Wargaming incentivizes you to buy premium time, is that when you're running high tier ships, you're going to lose money pretty much every time unless you're running a high tier premium. So that tells you to buy a high tier premium ship if you want to run high tiers, or to buy premium time, and then you can actually break even or make a little bit of money at higher tiers. But as a free-to-play player, you're always going to just bleed silver big time. And again, it's part of the revenue model. I get it. I just haven't been all that excited with the way they've been handling monetization of late, with things like the auctions while I was gone, and then the Christmas event this year, with just being those 3 weekly things. If you didn't log in each day and get it done that day, there was no catch-up mechanism. So just didn't feel great. So I didn't even really bother. I think I knocked out like 3 days of the Santa thing, and I'm not spending 250 gold a day to buy the days I missed. I mean, for a Santa commander. So anyway, don't know how you guys feel about that, but I was not real stoked about it. We had a good game in Hipper, which I'll jinx myself by saying on the last stream. Hey, we have a DD going, 1 to each side. What a concept, gentlemen and ladies. 5 Gems, hey, thanks for coming back. Hope you're doing well, and yeah, let me know how your PC build goes. Send me a Twitch whisper or something. Hope that goes well for you and you get all your parts soon and put everything together. It's definitely been a fun learning experience for me. Take care, my friend. Let's see, I'm gonna hit an island here for moist. Okay, hey, you made it on my side. We're just gonna loop around this island. We're not gonna go straight into sea. Are we that low population that you're getting in every game? Santa Commander, guys, does not interest me much. Like the rewards, but I can see both sides. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the rewards were decent if you got logged in every day. Again, I'm not in a one game only mode right now, so that kind of made it hard for me to motivate to just want to try to get every day. And then I knew I was going to be on vacation. I did wind up taking my Xbox with me, but I played FIFA for 3 straight days with one of my kids. And FIFA, I used to spend money on EA currency back in the day, but now I just buy and sell players on the app on my phone, and I've gone from like 0 coins to 65, 70,000 coins in 3 days just buying and selling players. So I will never have the top weekend league team on FIFA, but I can build a quite competitive team all for free, which I appreciate. But who knows what's going to go on with that game next year. Which I guess they lost their sponsorship from FIFA last time, the organization last time I checked. Okay, let's see if we can kind of hang in this pocket for a minute. If this Heinrich keeps cutting across our line of fire, we're gonna be able to kind of work him. Get some HE, maybe set a fire, and then possibly switch to some AP. German HE, not the most prolific for fire setting, which you're going to see. We have a low fire chance compared to other nations. So spamming him with HE from behind the rocks is not going to be our best play. Let's move forward and go ahead and get a little closer, close this distance. We can go to switch to AP. Go after his superstructure. Yeah, Dark Hipper's fun. I'm glad. It's cool to see you playing more cruisers. I know you started mainly rocking a lot of battleships. Oh, hello. DD behind us, it looks like. It's kind of your tanky cruiser. if you're a battleship player and you want to transition to cruisers, this is a boat that's going to translate for you, because you're able to close gaps, go bow in, survive some skirmishes. We want to select the Abruzzi with our right bumper. We don't want to show this much broadside though. We're going to pay for that. Look at that, Citadel. German AP from moderate to close distance is quite good. You get too far away, it loses penetration capability, but see, we got Citadel on the Abruzzi from pretty far away. We're gonna have to watch his torps. And we're getting fired at from the other side. Leon, pretty trashy side armor. Turn, baby. I'm not sure what, if any, upgrades I have on this ship. Don't think I have quite enough oomph to pen the armor belt. So we'll switch and go a little higher for superstructure. This would be a painful choice to stay bow in. And repair. Hipper does not have a repair on PC. Got worked over. Leon has a lot of guns. A lot of chances. Probably gonna die here. I'm gonna turn out now. Let's put our plane up to get some spotting back. We went really aggressive and it's not paying off. Didn't get a lot of cover from the ships behind us. Had to move out of that position we were in mainly because of the DD there, but we spent our health a lot faster than we wanted to, basically. 6 kilometer torps. I can try torping the edge. I'm not sure the Leon is closing the gap quick enough. Gonna try to hang here until we can get our repair party activated. Try not to show my side to the Bismarck. Leon, meanwhile, nope. He's afraid to come around the corner because he knows we have torps. Good decision on his part. We'll throw our repair. Try to back up a bit. Maybe get some shots in on the Bismarck. See if we can do some damage on the Bismarck superstructure. We can use our torpedoes just to determine which way the Leon is going, so they are actually headed our direction. A little bit. He's not moving a whole heck of a lot. If I had enough health to think I could survive coming around the corner on him, I probably would. And we're going to try to kite him instead. Wish my plane was still up. Yikes. Oh no. PGV not looking at us. Try to kite away from him. Ah. Yeah, Leon is just staying hidden. We just had too many firing angles to try to resolve there in one central position. I could have just hung behind this rock and waited, but that's just really not my play style. I'm a little more mobile of a player than that. Again, pushing in on both the Abruzzi and the Leon was going to be tough, especially when these guys had our side. And having to stay bow into these guys, I just felt like I had to move because of the torpedo pressure I was getting from the backside. So this game is close. Chance to win. We'll go ahead and jump out to wait to see if this one resolves. in our favor, though. Let's check on Moist. I think Moist was in this game in the Georgia. He's still going, so let's stay and watch Moist. Is that the Chew that came around behind me, Moist? Yeah, sorry, man. I was just kind of out of it. Multitasking with the stream and paying attention to everything is not my strong suit right now. It's not second nature, which I've been probably playing for a while again. It's not a bad push on Moist's part. This bummer is, again, there's the Cruiser and the Leon there. And Georgia's armor is not fantastic. Her guns are her strongest point and her speed. Alright, let's have another loss, huh? Go ahead and return to port. And we will play our second game in Richelieu, which could be ugly. Because that baby has no upgrades. Let's see what Hipper has. Yeah, see, we're stalking Hipper. That's what I was thinking. So it's not as fast as we would be. The turning radius is not as good. So Hipper will get better and better as these two upgrade slots are unlocked. I believe we'll get some more range on our main battery. Yeah, Georgia isn't the best dispersion. I think there are some dispersion builds that will improve the aiming, but they don't make it too precise because you do have basically 3 millimeters shy of Yamato, I think. Caliber shells. When her guns strike a cruiser, it's painful. I had one game I was playing maybe a week ago. I took Ochakov out, which is one of my favorite boats, but I got broadside to a Georgia and just came around an island corner where I was trying to kite off the edge of the island. And Ochakov doesn't normally get Citadel hits, but he basically dev struck me from full health in a Georgia. It's really satisfying when it connects. All right, let's go Richelieu. Front-mounted turrets. I have Jean Bart. I haven't played Jean Bart in a long time. And we do have a double booster in place for ship XP. And again, the strong point of this ship is that her frontal armor is pretty good. Just like most battleships, the side armor is not. But you can stay bow in. It's just all with this ship whether I stay patient enough to bow tank when I should. And not get antsy and start moving like I did last game in the Hipper. Alright, do count of 3 and then hit the go button on tier 7 again. 3, 2, 1, go. Tough night so far, but again, I've been living so gloriously. I think I've played in total about 4 sessions on PC and maybe 3 on Legends, and every one of those was like a 70 to 80% win rate. And you know, in World of Warships, that's going to equalize. You're not going to keep doing that. It's the same with World of Tanks too, right? You're not going to get away with continuously having awesome nights. Dark, our battleship expert, says Richelieu works best when bow tanking or giving a narrow angle to the enemy. Yeah, you probably want to be angled 20, 30 degrees-ish. Sometimes being angled a little bit gives you better survivability than being straight on, because if you don't have enough bow armor to prevent penetrations, your front plate inside the hull, if it is completely square to the enemy, if you're pointing directly at them and your bow gets penned, your Citadel can get penned through that plate. But if you rotate the front of the ship a teeny bit, it increases the effective armor of the bow plate and the bulkhead, and that can prevent you from getting Citadeled. So sometimes not being straight on is the key, depending on the ship. Slight angle can improve that. My other thing with this, we will not want to get going too far too fast because French battleships are mobile and are relatively quick. We don't want to push into a position where we get overextended. We already have 2 of the 3 DDs going a different cap than us, so let's hope that this DD on our side decides to go A and give us some spotting. And these are just the subtleties, you guys. I probably am not feeling 100% confident on setting up on the right side or left side of this island. It's just, probably could have backed up first and then gone left of this island. That's probably the better play. But I'm kind of committed, so I'm just going to poke a little bit and then probably reverse back a little bit. I'm going to try to swing and get my bow pointed kind of straight at the A cap. I have HE loaded. So I don't want to push out too far. Come on, baby, turn, but my rudder is not great. Because I'm not upgraded. That cheek shot on the Nelson right there would have been perfect, but I didn't have AP loaded. Great. See, we have a DD here too, so I do not want to push this position. I'm going to use my speed boost just to help my maneuverability a little bit, given that I don't have any upgrades. Come on, baby. Back up. Back up and get my bow. Sam, get worked. So lucky.
Attention, support that target.
This is where when you're not upgraded, it is painful.
The ship is on fire.
Which way are you going? Nelson's kind of static right now. There we go. Citadel on the bow. We'll take that. You can see he's slow to get backing up. Ah, shit. There's the DD too. All we have is the DD, RDD to kind of help protect us here.
The ship is on fire.
We are going to fire at the destroyer. Gonna put a plane up to try to spot. This DD, basically his smoke blocked our view of that battleship over there, which isn't necessarily helpful for us. And we're just gonna try to keep our bow pointed at the Nelson. Barely gonna evade these twerps. He's moving again, you can see from his bow wake, so see if we can slip a shot in the cheek. We're going to get burned down pretty quickly here, unfortunately.
Enemy battleship detected.
Team's already lost a destroyer. A lot of destroyers in this game. We're going to suffer from fire big time. From the Nelson. From the DD. He's kind of stopped again. Both our DDs are sitting quite far back. Isn't helping us a whole lot. I probably should have reserved my damage control party. If the Nelson sees that I use that, he'd be smart to light me back on fire again. I'm gonna have to go for this guy. So close. He's giving me broadside. Can't really deny that target. Just hope the Nelson lays off a little bit. Come on, guys, get some fire on this Flandre. I don't know anything about that boat, honestly. Probably should have reserved our repair party, or sorry, our damage control party, knowing that we were going to get targeted again by the Nelson. And one fire is almost a sure thing from him, right? Unfortunately, our secondaries are all on the butt on this ship, so we're not getting a lot of help from our secondaries on the Flandre. Break. It'd be great to break contact.
team has taken the lead.
We did, and we're getting will to rebuild. Not firing just because my main guns will give me away. Maybe the destroyer can torp this guy. Another good hit on him. TD, where are your torps, dude? Can't believe he had no torpedoes to use.
The ship is on fire.
That was the whole point of him kind of lying there and wait. Nelson gets to do Nelson things, just sitting in the back. Not really doing anything other than working on me because I've got someone close up picking on me. It's the kind of game you dream of in a Nelson, just being able to sit back and terrorize people. How could we play that any different? I don't know that we could. If we pushed A, there's 2 enemy destroyers there, the Nelson and another battleship, we would have just gotten decimated. We wound up getting almost 100,000 damage, a couple Citadel hits. Hey Edward Jenner, how are you? Good morning from England. Welcome. We have a lot of folks who tune into this stream when I was streaming more regularly from England, just because I stream late in the US. We get a lot of the morning crowd in the UK, so thank you for joining. Very, very good to hear from you. Haven't been in before. I stream World of Warships Legends, but I've been taking quite an extended break. I've played all the titles from Wargaming, including started on World of Tanks console, then went to World of Tanks PC, then went to World of Warships PC, then went to World of Warships Legends as an alpha tester. In between there, I played World of Warplanes for a while on PC as well. So we played the full gamut of titles from Wargaming, and then we've been doing some PC gaming and doing some content for that, a game called New World from Amazon Game Studios of late. Just taking a break, and it's been 6 years of playing this game in PC or Legends form, and needed some time to clear my head and do something different. But I'd like to just kind of give you an idea of what we're doing, talk through what our strategies are. We have some friends of the stream who are super testers, like Dark Architect on the Twitch side right now. Other streamers. So if you have any questions, jump in, let me know, or maybe you can teach me something. Who knows? No torpedoes on Friesland. Oh, that was our Friesland was sitting there. I didn't even look and see what his title was. He didn't seem to be firing a whole lot. Yeah, New Friesland does not have torps. I thought I didn't check his nameplate. That would make sense why he did not fire torpedoes. I don't know why he sat there so long if he wasn't going to fire. Probably should have just laid his smoke, which helped me out, I appreciate, and then got out behind it. And then he could have started firing on that battleship. Hey, ya boy Bussy, how's it going? Good to hear from you. Team's been doing pretty well. Newcastle, congratulations. See what happens in the January transfer window. Thankfully for now, you did not get settled with Ronaldo yet. I heard there was a rumor, there was a clause that he could go to Newcastle if Newcastle qualified for the Champions League. Like, what a pile. I think Ronaldo's a great example of everything that's wrong with professional sports, honestly. Just in my personal opinion. Not a huge Ronaldo fan. Edward says he chose the Marlboro and been a subscriber for a while. I've enjoyed learning from the videos. Awesome. Also watch Dark Architect. Awesome. Great. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in on the videos, and name sounds familiar, so very much appreciated. Yeah, tough string of games. We are 0 for 5. See how we did. Again, I'm happy that we were able to contribute some damage. We didn't get any kills. If I could have focused on that Nelson, probably could have worked him down because he was giving us his cheek, which we exploited on that one shot. Then we had to start shooting at stuff closer to us. Did wind up second place. Well, that's Moist. Okay, that was you, Moist. I didn't even notice that. Only thing I'm wondering is why you hung in your smoke. Why didn't you just hightail it out of your smoke and come back behind me? Your smoke saved my butt for a while, so that was definitely helpful. Unfortunately, I tried to shoot him under the turrets, but didn't completely... Got like another 18,000 damage salvo, but didn't get the big hitters. 2.5 minute smoke sonar and 1.4 second reload. Yeah, I know it's fast firing. Okay, you're in detectability range. Just sometimes when I do that same play with, it's mainly with, from a cruiser standpoint. And Belfast is the ship that I would kind of compare a little bit to Friesland. In fact, she has no torpedoes, but has good guns, has the smoke. I'll lay that smoke screen with Belfast, but if I'm getting charged by the enemy battleship, I'll get out of the smoke and keep the smoke between me and the enemy so I can open up some distance and maybe get in some salvos while I'm running away, and then get in a kiting position, essentially. But your strategy is also worthwhile. If you probably hoping that I could have got a bigger salvo on him and then you could have just taken him down with HE. That makes perfect sense as well. The AP rounds on the French battleships are not as heavy hitting. It's a higher rate of fire, and it's good AP. It just doesn't hit like the American AP does, or the Japanese AP, or the Soviet. It's more of a higher rate of fire, good reliable guns at higher rate of fire than knockout blows. Especially against enemy battleships. But see, we're back to Premier League. Here says, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how true that Ronaldo thing is. I heard it was a myth. I just think it's something that got brought up because even now everyone loves to talk about Newcastle. Well, you're gone. You got Belfast 43. Yeah, that's like the little bit nerfed Belfast, I think. That might have been right when I took off and took the break. That was around. Belfast is one of my favorite boats. Kutuzov, not bad either. All right, you guys, we have to get some wins on these ships. So let's jump back to Hipper. We are so close to getting, let's see, what happened in the Hipper game. Oh my gosh. All right, we almost never spend free XP, global XP to boost, but I have to. In this case, I got to do it. I save all the global XP I can gather for global XP free ships, premium ships. But in this case, for 336, let's get one upgrade. Our choices are the targeting system, which is going to give us a longer main battery firing range. And that's a good thing. With Hipper, you're really going to appreciate having extra hit points, and having that minus 3.1 seconds on the rudder shift is key, because this ship likes to get in close and knife fight. And if you can turn faster, you can use those torpedoes on both sides. You can not show as much broadside and take reduced damage. So this is a tough struggle. Because the two are not that far apart, the two upgrades, I'm actually going to take the whole upgrade first. Whereas in a lot of cruisers, I'd go the opposite direction and take the guns. But I tend to play this ship closer in anyway. What's the main battery range? Main battery range is not terrible right now at 15.8. Little risky. So let's go with this. We're gonna go live with this hull upgrade. Again, it's not too far to get the gun upgrade. Elbing is now for global XP. Yeah, that's a Dark was saying, mentioning. I looked at that Dark. That's a DD, right? Surprised there's only one right now. Oh my God, Shelly Beepley, I would almost spend gold for. She's a good commander. I think she's like the sweet cruiser commander. Can't see her stats, can you? Or can you go down here? I thought she has like really good cruiser capability. Has Ingenious. Yeah, full speed ahead, Sponge, and Velocious, which are both good. Armed and ready, so you can get your basically detection of how many ships are aiming at you in 2 different locations. Plus steer clear, acoustic chamber, detectability. She's a great commander. But I'm not going to spend the gold. Someday, Shelly, you'll be mine, but not tonight. So let's go look at Elding real quick. Yeah, if it was not a DD, I might be more interested. She's like your more versatile German destroyer, right? With bigger guns. Good torpedoes. Oh, and longer range torpedoes. So yeah, one of these days when I get back more into DDs. Before I took a break, I was making a consistent effort at trying to improve my DD skills. Yeah, 150 millimeter guns. So there was the introduction of the split line in the German destroyers with those better, higher caliber guns. So I'm assuming she's like a premium representation of that, eh? And I'm not sure if she's maybe a tech tree ship on PC, which they tend to do sometimes. All right. It's getting close to midnight my time. We'll play a couple more games here, or at least try to get a win on Hipper and or Richelieu. So do 3 count on Hipper. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, you're an hour ahead, right? Because Panhandle. Are you Eastern time zone, Moist? You must be Eastern, right? I'm not Eastern. I'm Central. All right, can we get some different luck? Are you like the only part of Florida that's Central time? Ugh. So while I was on my break, I completely got rid of my crazy old computer hutch, which was an Ethan Allen piece of furniture that my screens had to live inside this enclosed hutch. It's a great piece of furniture, but it's just not stream friendly. And I replaced it with a standing desk that I can put up and down. Got some of my knickknacks back on the wall behind me and some fun lighting. Actually upgraded my monitor to 1440p, which has been very nice. And I actually downsized from a 32-inch to a 27-inch, moved my 32-inch to the left, my 27-inches to the right. So I'm not on as big a monitor, but the resolution being better is pretty cool. Hey, it's only a 2-destroyer game, this game. Top tier, not get in. You've been in a run of games, man, like every game. You have the skills. Okay, let's get up to a faster speed. So when we do decide to fire on the Bismarck, we can take evasive action. Looks like he just Algerie. We want Algerie. Kidding me? Bismarck's backing up. Gonna wait for the Algerie to show broadside. No, he's not going to, so let's go ahead and hit him. Probably gonna turn though. Let's put our plane up just to make sure we can keep him spotted, hopefully. Waterline aim. We're only 13 kilometers away. Hopefully we can get citadels. Aim a little higher now, anticipating he might try to turn out, but maybe not. Yeah, he did. Ooh, see, we aimed a little bit above him and that paid off. As a cruiser commander, sometimes turning into the enemy is the unexpected play. Cruisers are typically going to try to turn out. Now he's going to turn and try to show guns on the opposite side, so we're going to turn out. Hopefully we can make him pay. He's gaining speed. Enemy torpedoes, the other reason we were turning out. Now I have over-aim. That's just where your aiming gets a little off. Okay, he's making that play we were talking about. He's slowed speed a little bit. Turned in to keep guns on us. I'm not feeling like the Bismarck in the back is really shooting at us all that much. Yet, famous last words. So let's keep pressure on him. If we can get this guy out, helpful from a team perspective. Gonna have to zoom all the way out. That could be good. Oh man, just shy. We lost our ability to lock onto him too. Bismarck shooting HE. Not what you want your German battleship commander to be doing. Gone a little farther away. Should have bought the gun upgrade! Famous last words, get the hull upgrade. Okay, well, it's helping us evade these torpedoes. Let's close this gap on the Algerie. Plessy says, how are you finding Warships now after your break refreshed you enough to want to play it again? It has been somewhat enjoyable, and I've been playing some PC too, so maybe that's why it's been even more enjoyable. Just mixing it up and not, you know, feeling like I'm locked into playing the same thing all the time is refreshing. That's the part that I think is the toughest. I feel like you can only play one thing because you're kind of wedded to streaming and doing YouTube for it. Some people can do that forever, and I just don't think that's going to be me. But yeah, I've been having some fun, and it is neat kind of seeing what new ships have come around. CF6 was, I think, the last campaign ship that I got. That's kind of like a lower tier Elbing, right? Not a kind of better, bigger caliber gun, destroyer, decent torps, versatile, more like an American DD. Grief. Come on. You know he probably launched torpedoes at us. Just can't catch a break with getting an easy game, can we? We'll go ahead and put that fire out.
The ship is on fire.
This Bismarck is
Problem solved, sir.
not doing it right. So German HE is not great, and especially at an 18-kilometer distance. A Bismarck wants to be in much closer than that. Probably like 13, 14 kilometers if you're going to sit at range, because your guns have high dispersion or a lot of error when you're sitting that far away. So let's follow our Georgia in. And reverse course. No one has B. They have one DD alive, so if we get spotted and we're not firing, we know that there's probably a DD nearby. ZF6 hybrid. Yeah, that's what I thought. If that has good guns. Moist flame, or most flame. He can't be moist. There's only one moist. Gonna use some HE. Like, we close the gap on the Helena, we're gonna switch to AP. Let's just switch it now. We should be able to do some damage from this distance. It's a very skinny hull. Looks like he's changing direction. I'm watching his smoke. His smoke is going, yep, was going backwards, now it's going forwards. Got got some Citadel, got a Citadel hit at 12 kilometers, which is good. Now we can try to push into the Bismarck. Looks like this cruiser's almost dead. You want some, Ogami? Oh, damn it. All right, he got taken out. Thank you for the smoke, Kagero. That was a friendly team. Friendly teammate maneuver. I just have to worry about where their DD is now. I'm going to aim up on the superstructure, and I'm going to save or stay with AP for right now. The music gets tense right on cue. So he has turtleback armor and a Bismarck. I'm not going to be able to pin his armor belt based on its geometrical construction. But I can wreck his superstructure with good German AP. So you can see a single hit can do 2,200 damage, and I have a high rate of fire. If he was a Tirpitz, I'd have to worry about torpedoes, but I don't have to worry about that with a Biz.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Destroyer's tracking back with him. See, my aimer is right above the armor belt. I know he's working on our cruiser friend who's close by our Baltimore. We're racking up some decent damage. 5 or 6K a salvo with AP on Hipper, yep, and Dark has it completely right. It's not about big hitting, crazy single salvos. It's accumulation of damage, right? It's accumulation of damage that we're going after. And it adds up fast. Oh, Benson did a little juke on me. I thought he was going to slow down with his smoke. But his smokestacks are still streaming pretty far out, so he's not slowing down. He might have got him.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Yeah, if we can just sneak one over the hill. Sharn got him, or Georgia. Yes, we had a good team. Yeah, Dark was saying, I think in the last stream, that the Hipper is a great boat, and it is. It's the German cruiser line was the first cruiser line that I did on PC, the US and the German cruisers. It's kind of how I got into cruisers. I bridged off the Scharnhorst into German cruisers. Scharnhorst is a great bridge from battleship play to cruiser play, and they're not all tanky, but Karlsruhe is sneaky, one of the best, or not Karlsruhe. Let's look at the German line really quick. 4th place finish. We were able to contribute. Our teammates took out ships so quickly, we weren't able to get as much damage as we wanted, but we still did pretty good. Karlsruhe is actually a good ship, but I'll show you one of my favorite ships in the game, and it's Königsberg. Tier 5 on PC, Tier 4 in Legends. And Königsberg, to me, is one of the best ships tier for tier in the game. Kind of like a mini Hipper, tanky for its tier, good AP, good HE, good torpedoes, and has a good toolkit, has an airplane, and has sonar 1. So there's a little bit of lag going on. One of my favorite ships, hands down, if I need to go kill like 3 ships or get a high XP finish in my team, I run this ship as the way to do that a lot of the time. Königsberg. So, great ship to learn cruisers with. Just be cognizant of the fact that when you move up to Nuremberg is a lot more fragile than this ship. So, other awesome thing is that those turrets in the back on this boat and the Nuremberg go 360, so you can keep fire on the enemy almost all the time when you're turning, which is fantastic. Hey Edward, thank you. I hope you have a good day at work, and thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Have a great one. Hey, Modern Day, how's it going? Yeah, long time no see. Stream's going pretty well. The people haven't said that my voice is robotic or echoing or the sound is wonky. Hopefully that's the case. Have all kind of a new approach on the stream. I stripped all the sound down and rebuilt it in my streaming software before this stream. And we're streaming with a different Xbox application to get my console feed to my computer, to my PC. So it's been going pretty good tonight and a little wonky the last couple times, but just working out some new wrinkles. Always a new wrinkle. How have you been? Hopefully everything is going well for you. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so let's go back. And I may have a little bit of lag in my internet connection. I have a wired connection in my house, so the connection between the Xbox and my computer through my router is actually pretty tight. It's just sometimes internet slows a little bit. So how did we do Hipper-wise? We getting a good chunk of XP on that. We would have got a kill on that Algerie if we had upgraded our guns first, but stuff happens, right? Anybody buy the Weimar and sell it back when it got changed tier-wise? Moist, I'm only going to be on for a couple more games. And again, I would like to division with you off-stream so it doesn't go wonky and sideways and waste everyone's time on stream. So maybe you could whisper me, or we could set up some time to play one night maybe and just div up. And I think you said maybe you're getting Discord, or if you have Discord, or is that app not on PS5 yet? Or do Discord on your phone maybe, and we could do voice chat that way? Oh, dudes, I forgot when I unlocked Edinburgh, I had the ice camo. That's from 2 years ago, right? The big Mamie campaign. Sweet, I forgot I had that. I haven't even looked at this ship since I unlocked it. I have the ice camo for Edinburgh, and I have it for Scharnhorst. And I have it for Scharnhorst on PC, and it's relatively rare. Cool. Well, we wouldn't have to do voice chat necessarily to div up either. Okay, let's do. We'll do one more game on Richelieu, see how it goes. This may be the last game, but hey, we broke. In horse racing, say break your maiden when you win a race. Your first race. We broke our maiden on wins and losses. Had a team that our DDs did not suicide. All right, Moise, we'll do tier 7. We'll count down from 3, 2, 1, and go. Thank you, Dark, on the good game. I feel like I contributed. Again, we didn't push in as early as we maybe could have. I was just had to be wary of that ZF6 in our zone that was dishing out torpedoes. And then if you get in close and you have to dodge torpedoes and show your broadside to that Bismarck, Bismarck could have wasted us if they were firing AP, but they were actually firing quite a bit of HE, which is not doing it right? HE from 18 kilometers is not what Bismarck interprets are about. I will fire mostly AP, even at a distance. If you're firing at battleships, shoot at the superstructure, not the waterline, and you can do pretty good against cruisers from distance in Tirpitz, in Bismarck, in Scharnhorst even. Their AP tends to chew up cruisers pretty good, even from 14, 15, 16 kilometers. Oh no, Sleeping Giant. Okay, we're gonna split this up. We need to go right, since it looks like the DD in front of us is gonna go central. I'll check the roster. Did Moist make it in? No, 2 in a row, no Moist. Modern Day says, with everything going on and the world can't complain about anything, still enjoying ships, got a Series X, enjoyed the visual update. Very cool, I have not done that yet. I updated my PC, I got a new graphics card for my PC, but what is getting a Series X like right now? I haven't even checked. Are they like in stock and not stupid scalped prices and stuff. It's kind of the main reason I had waited. They were kind of dumb prices last time I checked, and then I decided to go ahead and not completely overpay, but pay what is basically MSRP for the RTX 3080 that I bought. Oh no, DD, don't leave D. Dude, we need some support. It's up with the DDs, all doubling, tripling up on a cap today. Dude, I need spotting. Now I'm gonna get worked by this Kansas. Oh, brutally. Miss me? Thank God I slowed down and started turning in. That absolutely worked me over. Dude,
Requesting support.
So we have one battleship behind us, which is turning out. Or the Roma's going backwards. Okay. Bow out, going backwards. Interesting strat. Kind of using my French maneuverability against the Kansas. Though we have no upgrades on this ship, so there's going to be a DD in our cap. I mean, 99% sure. So we're going to be spotted. I'm going to have to hit the speed boost and figure out how to get out of this situation. Walked into a GameStop one day and got one MSRP. Oh, that's fantastic, dude. That is lucky. Yeah, I mean, I went for the upgrade on my PC, just upgraded the graphics card. I had some overheating issues, so I had to get a new CPU cooler. Oh my, did we just get lucky just stopping when we did. Oh, awesome. Yeah, block me from backing up. Thanks, dude. I mean, the whole GPU thing with mining was just a cluster too, right, you guys? I mean, I think the miners finally realized that cryptocurrency is hopefully a dead issue, unless you guys invested a lot in it. I have a finance background, so I just never really believed in the crypto thing. Just never really made sense to me. We took out a DD. I'm not a big bow tanker, but this is a ship I know I need to bow tank in more than I feel I should. So we're going to try to back out of this situation, not die prematurely. Keeping the HE loaded for the DD, but he's going to have cover. Is he? Mr. Yudachi? Ah, he's moving. Thought he was sitting still. My bad. Moist, you got the same map, but in a 4x4 match. Yeah, Dark, these DDs need some map and flank lessons, eh? We have 2 DDs over here to deal with. Kept HE loaded just because of the DDs. Backlund, I know, does not have Japanese torpedo ranges, but they're not terrible either. Okay, we can start pushing in a little bit now. The Japanese DD we're going to have to worry about in this alley here, though. Hopefully our DD can counter. Skane is more of a hybrid gunboat, right? Let's get a shot on this Backlund. Snap. Oh, hey, we hit him. 1 shell, 2 incapacitations. Oh no, we're getting God, this weird visual smudging, guys. I don't know what this is. It's the thing that tells me it's time to end the stream. I don't know if it's my internet where it seems to happen after a little while. Again, it's a new Xbox app that I've been using. You were the friend for lunch, needed a new controller, and UPS had just happened to drop one off. Said you'll take it, wanted one at launch, but refused to pay resellers. That's cool. So you've had good general luck, sounds like. We may exit out of our Xbox app here after this game and then reload it and see if it fixes this problem. I don't know what it is, but it seems like after a time it has this issue. The old tech Xbox console companion worked like a charm. This one seems more difficult. Lost visual on Yudachi. Tomorrow afternoon, I am not going to be able to be available because of work stuff, Moist. Been out for a few days, have to kind of catch up on some work. Shoot, we should not. We're gonna have to push up because of whoever's spamming us with HE from the middle. Oh, this could be bad. I don't want to show side to this Synop. 2 fires, we're gonna have to use repair party. Oh no, oh no, Synop. No upgrades, sluggish. Bad news.
Problem solved, sir.
Yikes. And we got a Kansas over there. I don't want to have to bail behind this island either, but can't stand this course because of the Synop.
The ship is on fire.
Guess I could have pushed forward. Damn. See if we can break visual and get back behind this island and come back around. This weekend might be a possibility though, Moist. Get a shot on the Yudachi. Fire over our shoulder. He's still sitting in the same spot. Oh, good shot. How did we get so far behind again now? Just don't get it.
Engine boost activated.
Our team at A/B just evaporated, I guess, or wasn't honestly paying super close attention. Not a great game so far. So we lost two DDs again, relatively early. Snackerman. Champagne has great guns, right? I do have that boat. We're gonna get worked over here in pretty short order. This boat's gonna turn a lot better when she gets her upgrades. It's one thing I do like about the French battleships a lot is their tight turning radius. I tend to go for the rudder shift mods, which I did get on this boat, but the hull upgrade helps a lot. In these battles where you're twisting and turning and trying not to expose broadside to a battleship, it really helps having the maneuverability upgrade, in my opinion. I don't know what cruisers still left. It's the mines. That's the ship that I build on the campaign. Let's see if I can get a shot off on him. He's kind of behind cover. We did hit him. 5 overpens. I think it's going to be a sad 1-game, 1-win evening. See if we can hit the cheek on the Synop. This boat will improve a lot as she upgrades. Yeah, team games. Arena Tier 5 starts today. Oh, does it? Are you talking about this boat? Richelieu, good at close quarters combat? When you get in close enough, your secondaries start to engage, which are on the rear of the ship. There's just too many ships to push into, and 2 DDs initially with none of ours originally there, so that really delayed our ability to push in sooner and make some of these boats that were in the back pay, like the Synop. So, again, my Achilles heel is pushing too quick in battleships, so especially in Legends where you spawn in a little closer to one another than you do on the PC side, so I need to keep it real by delaying my push a little bit. Yeah, French battleships in general, good at close quarters combat, yes. Good secondaries, just the placement on the forward battery versions is a little different because they're mainly on the rear. But Alsace is a great knife fighter, and I have some fun games in Alsace on PC, so I'm excited to get her on Legends. This bastard, you're brave. You're brave, aren't you? Sitting in B. But these guys have had it pretty easy. I didn't really see how our left-hand flank melted so quickly. All I know is this Roma was going backwards, but in the start of the game. That's never really a good sign. All right, well, that's gonna probably do it for the evening, folks. Hey, Moist, Dark Architect, Modern Day, really good seeing everybody. I was gone for so long. It's been really fantastic seeing people come back and check the stream out. It's so much appreciated. Had 4 or 5 follows on YouTube this week, a couple from Ships and a couple from New World, which I've been playing on PC, so that has been really, really cool to get a combination of people from 2 different games following the channel. We've lost some subs as people see us playing some different things, but that's okay to me. That's kind of going to be a natural result. We managed another top 3, but not a game to be too happy about. But anyway, very much appreciated. We get the Discord up and running again. Yeah, that's part of the thing too, Moist, is when there's so much to keep track of. I probably bit too much off, more than I could chew when I first started streaming, was starting a Discord and thinking I was going to do social media and all that. I think I just overextended. So at some point, I haven't deleted it. I may modify it and have some more content for the other games and bring it under one roof. So I appreciate you mentioning that. We shall see. It's definitely an option. Hey, Bussy, thank you. Continued good luck with your team. I would not be sad if my guy Christian Pulisic went to your team, but I don't know if you need another winger with Almiron and some of that guy's really clicking right now, but I think he needs out of Chelsea, and Chelsea's having some issues. Not good, right? So anyway, continued good luck for you with your Premier League endeavors, and hey, thanks to everyone else. I, again, really appreciate you joining in on the stream tonight. I'm not sure when I'm back on. There is no schedule. It'll be when I feel I'm excited about doing it. Moist, I'll look for you if I hop on some ships, and maybe we can div up off stream. And that's it. I'm VannKraken. I am out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.